Water penetration and accumulation in walls are most commonly associated with flashing and detail problems around windows, doors, and other penetrations. Understanding proper flashing details is essential because these transition points are where most moisture problems begin. The International Residential Code, IRC, section R703.4 requires approved corrosion-resistant flashing that prevents water entry into wall cavities or penetration to structural framing. And the key principles: use rust-resistant materials, install with proper sections overlapping lower sections just like shingles, and ensure flashing reaches the outer wall surface. Peel and stick membranes, they have to meet a certain standard, and the liquid applied membranes, they have to meet another standard. And these aren't just suggestions, they're code requirements that ensure the materials will perform as intended in the real world conditions. The code requires flashing at 7 critical locations: windows and doors, chimney and masonry intersections, caps and seals, projected trim, deck and porch connections, roof to wall intersections, and built-in gutters. These are the primary water entry points in residential construction. So missing or improper flashing at any of these locations represents significant major defects. Window flashing details vary depending on installation timing relative to the weather barrier. Whether windows are installed before or after house wrap affects the flashing approach. Manufactured components like pre-molded pan flashings provide alternatives to site-built solutions, but proper integration with the wall assembly still remains critical. Kickout flashing, that protects against water intrusion where roofs meet walls. This single detail prevents some of the most severe localized moisture damage when properly installed, but causes extensive problems when missing or incorrectly installed. Flashing effectiveness depends on proper installation, the sequence of the installation, and the integration with the weather-resistant barrier, the WRB. And the materials must be layered correctly so that water flows over each component toward the exterior. Poor sequencing can create water traps that cause more damage than having no flashing at all. So during inspections, focus on the visible flashing details, signs of water intrusion. Look for staining, deterioration, or damage around penetrations that suggest flashing problems. Remember that many flashing details are concealed behind the siding, so you got to evaluate based on performance indicators rather than direct observation. There are many viable flashing solutions for each application, not just single correct approaches. Understanding the principles, preventing water entry and providing drainage paths, helps evaluate whether different installation techniques will be effective. Flashing requires coordination between multiple trades and careful attention to detail. Small installation errors can create major moisture problems, so your inspection helps identify these critical details before they cause expensive damage to wall assemblies and structural components.